Thank you, Gary.
We are now back in open session. I'd like to say that no votes were taken or no actions done during the executive session. Do we have any old business to come before the board? Hearing none, we'll close the meeting of the Board of Directors of the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency. I'd like to remind everybody that our next meeting will be August 22nd. Are we meeting here again? BWB
Yes,
Center?
we'll be here.
So we'll be meeting here and we'll be via live stream and on Zoom as well. Thank you. We'll now move right into opening the Board of Directors of the Chautauqua Region Economic Development Corporation meeting, a meeting at the BWB Building, 201 West 3rd Street. And I believe we're live streaming now. So we got that worked out for us during the last meeting. So thank you. We'll start with a roll call. Attendance. Gary Henry's here. Brad Walters.
Here.
Megan Sheffield Smith.
Here.
Dan Hetzenrader.
Here.
Rhonda Johnson.
Here.
Kevin Muldowney.
Here.
Stephen Thorpe.
Here.
Dan DeMart.
Here.
Thank you. You should have already received the minutes from our June 27th, 2023. Had a chance to review those. Do we have a motion to accept those minutes?
I'll move.
Dan, do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the minutes are approved. We'll move into new business, which is the resolution that we already started talking about during the IDA meeting. Nate, I didn't know, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
Again, no difference between the two. CREDC is the applicant and the IDA is a joint applicant. So.
Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Kind of went over this in detail already. Dan Hetzenrader, would you move new business A for us?
Sure. Resolution 07-25-23-03, authorizing submittal of a joint consolidated funding application through the New York State Department of State Brownfield Opportunity Area Program for Chautauqua River Priority Site Development Activities.
Thank you. And do we have a second?
Second.
Rhonda? Do a roll call vote. Gary Henry votes aye. Brad Walters?
Aye.
Megan Sheffield Smith?
Aye.
Dan Hetzenrader?
Aye.
Rhonda Johnson?
Aye.
Kevin Muldowney?
Aye.
Stephen Thorpe?
Aye.
Dan DeMart?
Aye.
It's unanimously approved. And Nate, we appreciate all your work on this. I know a lot goes into these, it's easy to pass the resolution, but there's a lot of forms, a lot of things to do. And so we appreciate that and look forward to seeing if we can receive that funding.
Mr. Chairman, just an aside, I'm doing some purging at our offices, and I came across a file just yesterday called the Chautauqua Gateway Project, resolutions, newspaper articles, a variety of things, which goes back some time, which I gave to Christy Catherine yesterday. So it's worth looking at that this project, the whole Chautauqua project, has been talked about for a long period of time. So I applaud the IDA, frankly, for kickstarting it and getting it to a much higher level where it's going to actually become a reality. That's remarkable. So, but you'll see some ancient history that Christy got.
And Greg, I just wanted to recognize Christy. She's been leading this initiative and doing a great job.
Thank you. With some of that paper is what they found in the walls when they were remodeling.
After they're kicking out the peanuts.
Mark, did you have an executive report for us?
No, I really don't today. Maybe next month I'll give the board, between Nate and I, give the board an update on what's going on at CPAG and other things, but nothing today. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you,
Chairman.
Yes, thank you. And did we have a treasurer's report?
I just want to say that, I had got some policies that we needed to change. We told the OEBO we changed. One of those was our accounting policies. Sagan has a copy of that. When Kayla gets back, we're going to sit down. We'll review that. We'll then bring that to the governance committee and then back to the full board, the new accounting policy. So we're working on that. But the one thing I like is that our policies that we'll be passing now will for all three of our organizations. So we don't have to do separate ones for each organization. And there's going to be some kind of cost sharing formal agreement, which will take care of 80 or 90% of those findings where we didn't have things approved or they weren't between the organizations. So we're looking forward to getting that done, Gary.
Yeah, well, thank you. And just a report to the board, there are a lot of these policies in the works. We want to make sure we get them right. Harris Beach is helping us with some of these. And so, in the next few months, you're going to start seeing a lot of reports and different changes things we'll have to approve, just kind of clean things up a little bit and make sure we have it all detailed. So it's good to hear that that's all in process and we'll see it shortly.
Okay, that's all.
Did we have any old business to come before the board? Hearing none, we'll adjourn the meeting for today and we'll meet again next month, right after the IDA meeting for CREDC as well. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Mark.
Have a good day.
Nate, can I steal you again?
Absolutely.
Before you scoot?
Yep.
All right.